In detail, we'll look into a scenario where we see if Mexico can reform the Mexican Empire. Which Mexican Empire really stretched into the U.S., stretched all the way in Central America. This empire was first formed after Spain left North America. And they had all this. I don't know if they had Panama. I don't think they did. But this isn't going to be exactly trying to reform the same empire. Because obviously, if we're doing could they reform their empire, it's not the same as can they. We don't allow them to just cakewalk like empire videos. But this area of South America, I think Mexico would just cakewalk. Unless the U.S. helped. But we're not getting the U.S. to help because we need to make this at least realistic. Like if the UN exists, imagine how many sanctions Mexico's on. But they're still moving ahead. I don't even know if their like geography could be able to hold bad sanctions. Because Russia is too big. America is too big. China would be too big. If you have all the resources, well, there's nothing that can stop you. Unless you can cripple their economy, which is almost impossible. But yeah, with them having managed to take over Central America, including that piece I think is water, but they took it over, so really, that doesn't even make sense. Must be British. Must have learned from the British, and then they steal everything from there. Oh wait, they're not the British Empire. But if it was the British Empire, I could have said that. But I can't. But it's not colonization if it's not in the 19th century. Just kidding. It's not. But is this really colonization? Because it's not really making a colony, so we can't call it colonization. With Mexico, this is where it tilts a bit different. Mexico going into northern South America. Why is this? Because they're trying to get strength. And there's oil down there. And there's some other thing that's really great. I think. Yeah, farming. I think it's farming or something. Probably something not that bad. Probably. But it is South America, as we know. And South America is something else. As they ran into a capybara. Wait, what is going on? And they get a teammate. With forces moving in towards Bogota. I can't even say it right, but trust me, I'm saying it right. And they've made a major spearhead with them running across the coast. And well, Grand Colombia comes back, guys. But isn't that impressive? It just became very strong. But could they beat the U.S.? No. Unless they really built up their military economy and everything. But then again, would the U.S. really be able to get its population behind a war? I don't even know anymore. Nobody knows. It's not like it just works. If you have more people, you win. No. Because everybody needs to support you. Who knew? And when does everybody ever support you? Never. Because that's the internet. Yay. With them landing in Cuba. Oh, wait. Cuba? And they find tourists. Wait, what? And they invade Haiti, saying somebody's need to do it. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. And then the Dominican Republic, because why not? Puerto Rico's taken over, because somehow it declared its independence. And all the other islands in the Caribbean declared their independence. Who knew? Isn't that just a great day when all the Caribbean nations unify under Mexico? With all the U.S., with a bunch of U.S. soldiers not returning. A bunch of U.S. people somehow haven't shown up and are still there despite. Because the airports got blocked, America found out. And why would you mess with America? Like, what are you on, Mexico? Canada's like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to watch this. I'm going to be Switzerland for once. Okay. With America sending a warning attack in which they say, Mexico, if you don't immediately send our people back, we will continue this invasion into your mainland territory. And they refuse. Stubborn, I guess it is. But anyways, with Baja California falling and an offensive over here. No, the Mexican Empire, the glorious Mexican Empire is collapsing. No. Mexico learning, do not mess with the U.S. or the U.S. will mess with you. Even worse. with Mexico seeing that they might need a surrender, with Mexico getting the population behind this war, Mexico, and conscripting people. Oh yeah, let's just wait till they have them conscripted. With them getting the troops to try and hold the ground while they're conscripting people from all over the empire. Although they got majorly populated areas of Mexico still intact, this area, right here specifically, with Mexico getting what it needs, they managed to hold a stalemate in the north and push back in the south. The Americans did not see this happening, with Mexico backing, the people now backing stopping America. And everybody's unified behind the government. With them knowing going into this region of the Caribbean any further is not going to work because they don't have a strong enough navy. So yeah. With them making it 2 fronts in Mexico, not just 1 anymore. With it being 1 big front to some people. Mexico pulling off a naval landing there. The Americans are in shock, but I don't think they're going to take out California. They managed to take a few major Californian cities. I don't know which ones, because, well, there's like 10 and a 1 and 20. With Houston falling. With the U.S. having a nightmare, I would say. But anyways. But there's kind of less success along the coast. It looks like they might have reached their like peak power in the U.S. lands again. The U.S. angry, they make 2 counteroffensives. 1 in California, which doesn't get as far as they want, and they make another into Texas, which also doesn't get too far. With Mexico offering the U.S. peace after they make another successful offensive. Why is the U.S. not winning this? Well, I guess Mexico just got that strong. But on top of that, let's just assume nobody's supporting the U.S. because they're the ones that started it, and nobody is giving any help. So it's just their economy, which should be able to beat this, yeah. But how's Mexico winning? Because somehow this scenario expects everyone to support Mexico, no way to support the U.S., I guess. But let's be reasonable with a peace treaty. They can't take all of California or Texas. Too many, like, probably local resistance to work. That would want to be part of the U.S. They could probably get away with taking more around this region. And this region. And then it gets to this, which is Texas. They take some of the coast, but they can't take it all. And if they manage to recreate it, well, I'm going to be honest. This is not, like, fully against Mexico's favor. But mostly it is in their favor. Just because, well, at this point, they're strong enough to do some damage to the U.S. They could probably reach a stalemate, probably right on the border at this point. But anyways. And Mexico finally agrees to withdraw troops that are still stationed in the U.S. Okay, this is what the new Mexican Empire looks like, guys. And NATO has been humiliated. Yay. Who doesn't like humiliating NATO and mapping videos? Like, who doesn't? Let's just be honest. And who doesn't like Mexico getting stronger? Like, really, what if the Mexican Empire won the war against the U.S.? Is that even possible? I don't know. But there's probably a possibility. But I think the U.S. was just advancing better. Or the U.S. wanted the lands, plus Texas just left. Yeah. And now, this is what the U.S. should actually look like. Why don't we give Canada these lands now? And that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mamper out, but not until you subscribe, guys. Bye, guys.